So earlier I did a personal reading for myself and a particular card stuck out, so I decided to do a collective reading for that specific card. And that card is the Three of Pentacles. So in the collective, we are seeing each other as adversaries. There are so many things that make us different and unique and special, but we're refusing to see that and we're refusing to acknowledge that because of preconceived notions, our past experiences, our past beliefs, things that we have been through. It's completely understandable. So many people have been hurt in so many ways, and it's hard to really trust and put ourselves out there. But the universe wants you to know that authenticity and showing up as yourself is one of the best things that you can do when it comes to showing up and building connections with people. Especially when the card that came out for us was the Fool, which I think is a message telling us to not be afraid to take that leap of faith, that step into really trusting and believing in the process, making a choice without a safety net, without a promise that what we want to work out is going to work out. Because sometimes it's not. Sometimes things aren't really going to work out. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse here, I think, is telling us to reach out to the things, reach out beyond the surface. Go deeper. Go beyond the surface level that is provided to you. Dig deep into the dirt. Find the caves. Find the secrets. Discover the new species. Just put yourself out there and really discover the new things that you would like to discover. Next, we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which I think is a universal pause, a universal blockage. You're going to be prevented from being in the places or the positions that you would like to be in, because there are still lessons that you need to learn. There are still progress that needs to be made. It's not out of your reach. It's not out of your hands. It's complete. You're able to get there. You're not really being restricted from it. There's just steps that you need to take in order to really build that foundation, in order to come into the person that you really want to come into, if that makes sense. Next, the Ace of Cups in reverse, which I think is telling us to pour into one another. Give to people and allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive love from others. Give love, receive love. And then also for our takers out there, your cups is never going to be filled if you don't learn how to fill it yourself. And all you're going to do is find yourself alone and wondering why nobody wants to fill your cup anymore. Eventually you will, even if it's not now. Next, we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is, I think, is telling us to embrace that kind of flow sort of manifestation. Just waiting, allowing things to come to you, being present within yourself, grounded with yourself, able to say yes and no when you mean it, when you feel it, when you want to, standing strong in your boundaries, understanding yourself, while also being nurturing, caring, and generous to those around you, not allowing the voices of others to really sway the decisions you make. Next, we have the Page of Pentacles, which I think is speaking of our children. Our children are our future, and the way that we act, the way that we speak, the way that we treat them is going to be the way that our world is shaped in the future. Our children are our future, so we have to be very mindful and careful and very intentional with how we raise our children, with what we do around children, or the society that we provide for children. Next, we have the Nine of Cups, which I think is a message to find people who bring you this energy, who bring you this sort of feeling in your life where you're like content, happy, at peace, and where you feel comfortable to really, fully, truly be yourself, where there is no self doubt or insecurity within you. You're just calm, you're just chill. Like, you want to surround yourself with people who are not gonna, bring about that flight or flight reaction. Then we have the Three of Cups, which I think is the universe telling you that connection is not as far out of reach as we may believe it is. And I think these black hands right here, these black hands reaching out towards the cups, are an indicator of how we need to really get in touch with our shadow to do the things that we want to do. The more in tune we get with our authentic self, which includes the darkest aspects of ourselves, the closer we get to this fulfillment we seek from the world, this connection that we seek from others, this equal give and take of people pouring into one another. And then we're going to end the reading off with a beautiful card, the Two of Wands. I think this card is wonderful. And I think it's a reminder from the universe that our choices really impact the way that the world works, looks, behaves. Every single day, our little choices, our little actions make a profound impact, more than we can ever possibly understand. And it takes us understanding that, acknowledging that, and really becoming more intentional with the choices that we make, more intentional with where we put our energy, our labor, our time. And yeah, the universe is telling you nothing is impossible. You're capable of making anything happen. You just have to believe that it is possible. But yeah, I'm going to end it off here. Hopefully you resonated with this. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.